Yo, what up guys, this is your boy Judai here, and today people, we are going to be doing another deck profile. We are finally going to be doing Johan Anderson, or Jesse Anderson for the dub viewers. We're going to be doing his Crystal Beast deck, adding with a lot of the new support that came out too, so this is going to be a lot of fun. Crystal Beasts are definitely one of my most favorite and most fun decks to use ever. There are some decks that I always have fun with, like Heroes. Crystal Beast is obviously one of them. It's a very unique and powerful deck, and I just love it. I think it's very unique. The character deck, I will admit, is not nearly as strong, only because, you know, since he only has 7 Crystal Beasts plus Rainbow Dragon plus 2 of the monsters that came out in this duelist pack, he only has like 10 monsters, by itself, you know. So it makes it difficult, but you know, I'll kind of get briefly into how this deck will work, but I'm just going to go through everything one at a time, and then I'll explain certain anime cards later. There's so many anime cards, and you needed to use a lot of them to fill out the deck, so I'm not going to read and say the strategy of every single card, because it would just be like a 50-minute video. So just enjoy it. The pictures of every anime card will be on the side of the screen like usual, so you guys can just read it off on your own. Also, if you guys want to download all of Johan's anime cards, go in the description below and download it there, and then just print it out yourself, and you'll have everything. But anyway, let's just begin. Okay, so first of all, we got the infamous Rainbow Dragon, his ace monster. Next, we got the obvious 7 Crystal Beast: Ruby Carnbuckle, Emerald Tortoise, Amethyst Cat, Cobalt Eagle, Amber Mammoth, Topaz Tiger, and Sapphire Pegasus. Those are the only Crystal Beast monsters that exist. It's 7. Once you get all 7 on the field, or in the graveyard, you can summon Rainbow Dragon from your hand. So that's pretty much how it works. Very simple and straightforward. And then the only other 2 monsters in the deck for Johan, these 2 cards came out in his duelist pack, and were, I guess, specifically made to work with Crystal Beast monsters, is Magnus Slash Dragon and Gravity Crush Dragon. So Magnus Slash Dragon's effect is you can send 1 continuous spell card you control to the graveyard to destroy 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls. So it's like an MST, pretty much a Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy a back row. This is good because it allows you to clear off your back row to actually get some good effects off. So if you have a full back row, you could remove them to pop a spell trap, and then Gravity Crush Dragon does the same thing. You get rid of a face-up continuous spell trap, so one of your crystals, to pop a monster on the field, and that's it. So these 2 cards are good. They both have 2400 attack points, which makes them pretty strong beaters, and then they can pop stuff, so it's good. These cards were created specifically for them, even though they're not Crystal Beast monsters or anything. Anyway, I'm just going to run through the deck really fast. We got the spell cards right here. We got Ancient City Rainbow Ruins, the field spell. Really powerful field spell. It's really good. It has its moments. We got the field spell Advanced Dark. You don't have to add this in the main deck if you don't want to, because this is kind of like a pure version of Johan's deck, not a dark version. So you don't have to add it. I just added it because it has a really good effect. It allows you to mill your Crystal Beast monsters to the graveyard to avoid taking battle damage, which is good because it sets up your graveyard, so that way you can summon Rainbow Dragon. So that's pretty much why I added this in there. It also has another effect too that works with Crystal Beast, and I think with Rainbow Dragon itself. Okay, yeah, and this field spell also makes it so when Rainbow Dragon attacks, it negates the effect of the monster attacking, so it's good. Then we got Crystal Tree, just loads up counters. You tribute it off to set Crystal Beast in the back row. We got the new card Crystal Bond. I still don't own this card in real life yet because it's just really expensive and we can't afford it right now, but this card is just amazing. It's the best card. It allows you to search a Crystal Beast and then set 1 in your spell and trap card zone. So you search out Pegasus, you set 1 in the back row, you summon Pegasus, you set another 1 in the back row, and now you have 3 Crystal Beasts. All you need is 4 more. So drawing that first turn is literally amazing. It's literally arguably the best card. The next best card is Rainbow Bridge, which allows you to search any crystal spell or trap card, so you can search out Crystal Bonds and then go off or whatever you need at that time. We got Rare Value. I'm using the anime effective Rare Value. The anime effective Rare Value is, I think you only have to control 1 or more Crystal Beast monsters in your back row, and you only have to tribute, and you can choose which one you tribute, so that's good. And then you get to draw 2. So it's the same effect, only except you get the choice, and you only need to control one or more Crystal Beast monsters. So I use the anime effect because it's a little bit better. Then we got Crystal Promise, special summon your Crystal Beast monsters from the Spell and Trap card zone. We got Crystal Beacon. We got Crystal Blessing to resurrect them. We got Crystal Release to power them up, and then when this card is destroyed, you get to send Crystal Beast monsters to your back row. Then we got Crystal Abundance, a really powerful crystal card. Just allows you to get rid of everything on the field when you control exactly four Crystal Beast monsters in your Spell and Trap card zone. You send them, I think, to the graveyard. Yeah, and then send everything to the graveyard, and then special swarm the field with Crystal Beast and just go in for the OTK. So really powerful. Next, we got an anime card, Golden Rule, which allows you to very easily and quickly set up a bunch of Crystal Beast at once. So you guys can read it on the side. It has a really powerful and unique effect. We got E-Force, kind of similar to Jaden's H, Hero Heated Heart, Emergency Call, All Righteous Justice, and O Oversoul. Johan also has his own specific one. So we got the G, the E, and the M for Gem. So this is the E one. This is a quick play spell card. It's basically the same thing as Crystal Promise, but it's a quick play, so it's good. They should really make that card because it's really good. It's a quick play. You could use that defensively and offensively. But we got M Force. Basically, it's another quick play that gives your Crystal Beast 500 attack points and then makes them pierce for the turn. And it's pretty good. We got Crystal Flash, we got Pot of Greed, and we got Monster Reincarnation, and we got Twister to get rid of, you know, some background and whatnot. But yeah, those are the spell cards right there. I'm gonna put this here. Next, we got the trap cards. We got G-Force. So now you saw E and M. This is G. This has a very unique effect, actually. I'm actually gonna read it right now. Basically, when your opponent declares an attack, your opponent must battle one Crystal Beast monster in your hand instead, and then that monster is treated as if it were face up on the field. So it doesn't actually summon it on the field, you're actually battling it in the hand, but it's still treated as if it was on the field, and then damage is applied normally. So it kind of redirects the attack to a Crystal Beast monster in your hand. So it's pretty interesting. Very unique card. We got Crystal Raigeki to get rid of some crystals and pop some stuff. We got Cut Jewel, a really good card. You can send a Crystal Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard to target a face-up monster your opponent controls and half its attack. If that monster is destroyed this turn, your opponent draws one card during the end phase. So basically, I added this because it allows you not only to cut a monster in half, but really is to send a Crystal Beast from your deck to the graveyard. Since you only control 10 monsters, it's going to be hard to draw out your Crystal Beast monsters. This just allows you to mill one of them to the graveyard and cut something in half, so it's good. You got to send your crystals to the graveyard or on the field as fast as possible with this deck. We got Crystal Pair. I'm using the anime effect of Crystal Pair because I thought it was a little better for what I like. When there are two or more Crystal Beast monsters as continuous spell and trap cards in your spell and trap card zone, reduce all battle damage you take this turn to 0, so it's defensive, which is really good. Then place one Crystal Beast monster from your deck face up in your spell and trap card zone. So I added that effect because I felt it was a lot more defensive, and I like this deck. I felt needed a little bit more defense. We got Crystal Fortress, an anime card. Basically allows you to power up one of your Crystal Beast monsters tremendously. There's cool combos with that. I'll get into that during the end if I remember and have a chance, because it's going to be such a long video. Then we got Crystal Concave. This is another new support card. I don't know if it came out in the TCG or not. It might have, but this has a pretty interesting effect. Once per turn, if a face-up Crystal Beast monsters you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a Crystal Beast monster from your deck. You can send this face-up card on the field to the graveyard to target a Crystal Beast monster you control, and one card on the field, return them to the hand. You cannot activate these effects on the same chain. So yeah, it's a really good card. It allows you to bounce stuff and special summon Crystal Beast monsters when one is destroyed. We got Rainbow Path to help negate an attack and search out Rainbow Dragon. We got Rainbow Gravity to bring out Rainbow Dragon during your opponent's end phase, so that way you can use its effect on your turn. We got Ultimate Crystal Magic, a new Crystal Beast support card. This card is when your Crystal Beast monster is destroyed by battle, you could send 7 Crystal Beast monsters with different names from your hand, deck, or face up on the field to the graveyard. Special summon one Ultimate Crystal Fusion monster from your extra deck. This is treated as a fusion summon. If an Ultimate Crystal monster, basically Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Over Dragon, if either one of them is would leave the field because of an opponent's card effect. You can banish this from the graveyard to place any number of Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard face up in your spell and trap ward zone as continuous spells. So yeah, it's basically just a fusion trap card to summon Rainbow Over Dragon, which we'll get into once we're done with the traps. But it's pretty interesting. It allows you to instantly go for your fusion. Then we got Rainbow Life, you know, for life points and defense, obviously. We got Last Resort. I'm using the anime effect. Activate only when your opponent declares an attack. Select one field spell card from your deck and activate it. If your opponent had a field spell when this card was activated, they draw one card. I think it has. So basically, this is the anime effect. It allows you to select any field spell, not just Rainbow Ruins. So that's good because then you can set up your Advanced Dark as well. So that's why I use the anime effect because of that. Then we got Mind Blast, the trap card. I added this card because it allows you to send the top 5 cards of your deck to the graveyard. You skip your next draw phase, but that might be fine because you're probably just trying to mill so you could get the rest of your Crystal Beast from your deck to the graveyard. So that way you can summon Rainbow Dragon and summon your boss monster, so to speak. But yeah, it's pretty good. And then finally, we got Rainbow Over Dragon, the new fusion monster, the new fusion for Rainbow Dragon for the Crystal Beast. So basically, you have two ways of summoning this. You could either fusion summon this by fusing 7 Crystal Beast monsters, or by tributing Rainbow Dragon on the field, because this is technically Rainbow Dragon's evolution in a way, and it's also an alternate form also. So you could send Rainbow Dragon to the graveyard or use 7 Crystal Beast monsters with the trap card to fuse, because that would be the only way to fuse is with the trap card, because Johan doesn't own polymerization because his deck is not supposed to be a fusion deck. Anyway, this card's effect is once per turn you can banish 1 Crystal Beast monster from your graveyard. This card gains attack equal to that monster's attack until the end of the turn. Quick effect, you can tribute this fusion summoned card, shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. So this card is really not that good. It's really not that good. And I would know because we've been trying to use this in the script for Johan, and it's been giving us trouble because this card banishes Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard to gain attack points, and that's really bad because, especially in a character deck, because since you only control 1 of each Crystal Beast monsters, if you're trying to keep it original like we do, it makes it hard because then you have to banish 1 of your Crystal Beast monsters, which means if you wanted to bring back Rainbow Dragon at any point, you won't be able to because you need all your Crystal Beast monsters, you know, either on the field or in the graveyard. So this card is really not that good. It's more like a last resort. Like if you're trying to get rid of something, you can do that. Like if you're just trying to win that turn, and it's once per turn. Like if it was like, it might as well not even be once per turn. If you could banish all of them to gain all the attack points of all of them, that would be just better, and it would be a literal last resort type of card. But yeah, and then its last effect is, it's also not that good. It's good, but it's like it leaves you wide open then, because it returns everything from the field. Shuffle all cards on the field to the deck. So it's alright. It could be a lot better. It could. I mean, the last effect is better just because you could remove this and get everything away. So if your opponent put in all this effort to summon a bunch of powerful monsters, well, they just lost all that work, and it goes back to the deck. So the last effect is not that bad. The first effect is bad. If they changed it to send 1 Crystal Beast monster from your graveyard and shuffle that card back into your deck, that would be so much better, because then you could keep recycling your Crystal Beast monsters. And banishing is just stupid. It makes no sense. This deck doesn't banish. It just really hinders the deck. So this card is really not that amazing. It doesn't help out the deck all that much. It just makes it so you have Rainbow Dragon that can gain a little bit of attack points, and that's it. Like, and the original Rainbow Dragon is not even that much better. But anyway, I'm gonna get into some of the anime cards real quick. I'm not going to read their effects, so you guys have to read them on the side because there's too many cards and I still have to explain it, kind of like the battle style of this deck, if you guys don't already know. We got Gem Burst, so this is just like Hero Flash. You banish the 3 GEM and then activate this effect, so it's pretty interesting. We got Rainbow Blessing. This allows you to charge up your Crystal Tree so that you can go for more effects. But you have to pay 1,000, which is a hefty cost. Then we got Take Flight, another anime card. Just read it on the side. This works with Sapphire Pegasus. We got Crystal Spring. This allows you to add, I think, Crystal Beast monsters on the top of your deck. We got Prism Wall. This is kind of like a last resort a type of card that deals damage to both players. And then we got Rainbow Refraction. This is supposed to be Rainbow Dragon's signature attack move. I didn't add it because this card is honestly pretty freaking bad. This card's effect is if a monster you control whose original name is Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon is activated this turn, you can special summon any number of Crystal Beast monsters from your deck. It sounds good, but it doesn't really do much because you're not gonna the Crystal Beast monsters are obviously not in your deck. They're on the field, because if you just summoned Rainbow Dragon and you used his effect, you're not gonna have any Crystal Beast monsters in your deck. Maybe there's a combo with some of the other anime cards, but it's just so, it just doesn't help. Obviously this is like more for a competitive sort of deck because you have multiple copies of Crystal Beast monsters, but this just doesn't work in the anime deck really, because I mean your Crystal Beast monsters aren't going to be in your deck. Once you have Rainbow Dragon out on the field, you already have all of them not in the deck, so it makes no sense. It doesn't really help out anything. Anyway, but let's continue because, oh my god, so bad. We got Amber Crystal Circle. There's a really cool combo with this. I actually really like this trap card a lot. It allows Amber Mammoth, when he's attacked, to gain attack equal to all the Crystal Beast monsters you control, so he can go up to ridiculous attack points. Ridiculous. We got Sapphire Revive. This has a really weird effect. We got Damage Capture for effect damage. This allows you to negate, I think, effect damage and then give the damage you took as attack points to another monster or whatever. We got the one to be protected, and finally the counter trap Strap. Sorry I'm not reading all these effects, it's just a lot to read. I'll be here for a very long time explaining stuff and it's just too much. Real quick, I'll just kind of like explain the playstyle of the deck for all you who don't know what the playstyle is. Crystal Beast is very simple. Essentially you just have to have all 7 Crystal Beast monsters, let's say on the field or in the graveyard. So let's say one was in the grave and these are on the field, to special summon Rainbow Dragon from your hand, and that's pretty much it. And then you could, you know, summon Rainbow Over Dragon right away from right there. And that's pretty much it. It's very simple. Just get all 7 pieces on the field or in the graveyard, summon your ace, and then try to win. Now here's the problem with winning. Rainbow Dragon is literally just a pretty bad boss monster. It just is. Like, he has no protection. The anime effect of Rainbow Dark Dragon has protection. If this card had that effect, it would be better, much better. But its effect is just not good. It just doesn't help anything at all, because it has 2 effects. And the worst part about this is it cannot activate its effect to turn its special summon. So it's like you spent all this time, all this trouble trying to summon this dragon, and he can't even activate his effect on the turn he summoned. And he has 0 defense anyway, so it's like you're jumping through hoops to summon this guy. You can't activate his effect, so you have to wait a turn. That's why you have to use the trap card Rainbow Gravity to summon it during your opponent's end phase, because that's literally the only way you'll be able to use this effect, like, right away. And it's just sad. You shouldn't even have to do that. It makes no sense. Like, it's literally just so bad. Anyway, its effect is during either player's turn, you can send all Crystal Beast monsters you control to the graveyard. This card gains 1,000 for each card sent, so it just becomes an even bigger beat stick, which is great. I mean, but it just doesn't have any protection. So you run into a Mirror Force, a Sakuretsu Armor, Evacuation. Like, it has no protection from targeting, no protection from destruction or anything like that. It's just weird. It doesn't have any protection on its own, so you just have to hope your opponent has nothing to stop that attack, and then maybe you'll win that turn, but it's alright. Then its other effect is you can banish all Crystal Beast monsters in your graveyard to shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. So once again, this banishes all your Crystal Beast monsters to shuffle everything back to the deck. So basically, if you activate that effect, that's a literal last resort card, because once you banish all your Crystal Beast monsters, you literally can't play. You basically stalled for a turn, and then you're gonna lose because you have nothing to play with. Because that's how the whole deck works, is Crystal Beast monsters. If you banish all of them, then you can't do anything. Then you practically lost anyway. At that point, you might as well just lose. You might as well just take whatever attack or burn damage you're going to take, whatever, and just lose, because without your Crystal Beast monsters, you won't be able to fight. If you banish all of them, then you're done. It's ridiculous. Obviously, you don't have to banish all of them. I mean, if all of them are in the graveyard, you do have to banish all of them, but just banish all of them that you do have in the grave. So if you have some on the field, then that's fine. You get to keep those, but then you don't have 7 and you can't resummon Rainbow Dragon anyway. So honestly, this is one of the most underwhelming like boss monsters like ever. Like, it just doesn't do much. The fact that you can't activate it during your turn makes it horrible. The fact that you have to banish everything just to shuffle everything back. It should have been like, oh, return this card to the deck, return everything back to the deck, including the Crystal Beast. Or you can only activate that effect while you control a Crystal Beast monster on the field, and then you send everything back. And that's it. Like, and then maybe like after you send everything back to the deck, you special summon one Crystal Beast monster. So you special summon Sapphire, and then you set a Crystal Beast in the back row, and bam, now you have something. It just makes no sense. Like, they could have done this effect so much better. It's just bad. It's so bad. We were trying to work a script with Rainbow Dragon, and we're still doing it, and we're still gonna do it with Jesse Anderson versus another character. But it's just so difficult to do it because Rainbow Dragon sucks, and Rainbow Overdragon doesn't even help that much, really. It's just sad. Honestly, the Crystal Beast monsters are almost better off just fighting for themselves with all their support cards, I should say. And that's pretty much it. But anyway, guys, that's the deck profile for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. This deck, I do recommend. It is a lot of fun. It is hard to get rolling because you gotta kind of get a Crystal Beast in your hand, which is why I added a bunch of cards that help set up your graveyard or help, you know, draw out cards and whatnot. Oh, Hand Destruction is also a card that you can add in here too. I guess I couldn't find a copy of one, but Hand Destruction is a card that Johan also has that you can use. But yeah, this deck is a lot of fun. I highly recommend using it. It's not that strong, only because, once again, there's only 10 monsters, and there's just not enough ways to search out the Crystal Beast monsters in the deck. So it makes it very difficult. But if you draw Crystal Bond or Crystal or Rainbow Bridge, right? Yeah, Rainbow Bridge or Rainbow Blessing, whatever it's called. If you draw one of those early on, then you're set, because then you could search the other one and then you could start off your plays. But this deck is powerful. It is good. It has a lot of great, powerful combos and strategies to go for. The field spell is actually really good. Once you get the ball rolling, once you have enough, you know, once you have your Crystal Beast starting to be summoned on the field, like, you'll see, like, it really goes off, and you have a lot of really cool, fun combos and strategies to do. So it's a really fun and interesting deck, but it is not that amazing, to be honest. It just isn't that amazing, only because it doesn't have a lot of monsters and not a lot of ways of searching them out. But it is good. It is good. It just takes a while to get the ball rolling. But anyway, I'm just repeating myself. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. Thank you guys for watching. Download all the anime cards for Johan below. And see you guys in the next one. God bless you guys. Gotcha!